My name is 427. That's 4TWO7, also known as Walt Liquor. I started when I was 12 years old as a DJ, and I wanted to be Jam Master Jay. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. I wanted to be the DJ, and I started, like I said, at 12, DJing house parties, DJing my own little junior high dances. Like, I'm a house party dude. I come from the house party era, you know what I mean? So, that's kind of what it was for me, like getting the crowd moving, being able to control the crowd with the records and doing the thing back and forth, and then, as time went on, I got into production, saved up my little lunch money and got a little ASR 10 and a 4-track, in the early 90s. And, I started producing after doing the DJing thing and then running little sessions. So I was working with cats. I had a crew called Mixed Practice. If you're on that 90s DIY Bay Area shit, look that up. Was fucking with, Murs and Grouch and the Journeyman. And my inspiration has always been just the love for the music, you know what I mean? And in all of its forms and fashions, One of my first early memories, and I'm sure everybody kind of has this story. It didn't really have a lot to do with anybody else, but it was like one of those high school rallies back in the day, you know what I mean? At the school, everybody's out there, and the first time I really got out there and busted my first rap, you know what I mean? And everybody went nuts, you know what I mean? The whole school, 2,000 people, like we didn't even know you had it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's one of those hip-hop moments for me, you know what I mean? Like the rally, pounding on the lunch tables, all that type of shit, you know what I mean? Those are some of the best times, because it's like when it was the most, the most pure. The most recent moment that gave me that feeling was Hyro Day, recently, that just happened over here in Oakland. They're going on 20 years, and it was special for me because, that crew and that record, that album and those albums that they did in the early 90s, they were, for me, special because that's the type of music that I've always been on, some hip hop shit. And, in the Bay Area in the 90s, there was a lot of town turf music going on, and that was getting most of the shine. But then here came these dudes out of Oakland that had some hip hop shit, the Dell records, the Souls, Casual, Pep, all of that. So to see them, and to be with them and be able to celebrate with them, 20 years in the game, strong, and have, they shut down the streets in Oakland. It was like 4,000 people out there, peaceful event. That was a good moment for me. Like, I always get charged up, man, out of seeing crowds. That moment when the crowd, the beat comes on and the hands go up in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always been my favorite part. And every time I get in one of those situations, it gives me like another 6-7 months of life. You try to stay relevant to an extent, but I'm not one of them dudes that like follows, okay, well, everybody's sounding like this or doing that, let's just do that. You know what I mean? No. I take in, experiences, they come, and then spit it out just through my own prism. And I feel like that's what it should be for every artist, you know what I mean? Because there's really nothing new under the sun that anybody's talking about. But it's your own unique experiences and the way, how crazy you are as an artist, that determines how you spit it out and how people, latch onto it. You know what I'm saying? So, I sometimes I'm in my own world, I'm in my own bubble, in my own head sometimes, but then that's why the shit comes out differently from everybody else. You know what I mean? The biggest challenge for me is coming back, and getting back on the mic and actually putting a record out after, not doing it for like 10, 11 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting it down to the side to, doing my artist thing, putting it to the side, starting to manage a lot of talent and getting behind other talent that I really believed in, like, Planet Asia, Jake One, some of the names I, messed with, Super Dave West, Mystic, stepping back from that and then coming back full circle to where I'm writing the material again. That was a big challenge. That was a big challenge for me. So we got that Internal Dialogue album that's out right now. Look it up. It's on iTunes and all of that. This genre of music that we deal with, is so powerful and so potent. It could move. It united the world. It's united the world. I've been around the planet, man, with hip hop and related to people that normally would have nothing in common, or no way to discuss things. But when we got together, you know, because we had that love for hip hop, we're all b-boys first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, what the music has done. And maybe this is just in America, because I know, you know, there's people, you know, there's kids around the world that are starting fresh with hip hop, and it has that same power and that same potency that it used to for them. You know what I mean? But I just wish it wasn't so oversaturated, so one-sided with ignorance. You know what I'm saying? That's part of it, because that's part of what everybody's with. But I'm saying I wish there was more, you know, more groups back, like the Poor Righteous Teachers, and, you know, for today, because there's a lot going on today. You know what I mean? We need it now more than we've ever needed it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody's kind of lulled to sleep with what's going on right now. So I wish there was, you know, not to say, you know, Public Enemy needs to be here right now, but there needs to be a new Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be a new groups that are spitting that hardcore truth and hardcore consciousness, and not just kind of following what I believe is, you know, a line that's given to them by the major corporations and all of that. I want people to remember me for great, unique, long-standing talent, you know, like real talent. You know, I got a couple plaques on the wall, you know, I got a couple, you know, a couple nice little checks through the game, but the things that mean the most to me is somebody like a Planet Asia, who, you know, 15, 20 years later, you know, is still going strong bar for bar, you know, and extending his life. Now, I've seen lots of people come and go over the years, but the acts that I started with, like the Zion Eyes, the Merces, and all of those guys, like, to see them still going strong and growing and building a longer fan base. I like the longevity. I want to be known for longevity and being attached to, you know, really truly unique artists, no flash in the pan type stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that's how I like people to remember me. I got other records. I got a group called Twist and Blow that I'm executive producing. Doing a record for Aesop from the Living Legends. I got Veterano, a producer out of the Bay Area, Central Valley. That's 666, stupid producer. Y'all be checking him out. Mikey Mo, the MC, is on the label 365 Records. You know, I'm putting that out. I got, you know, a little clothing line. I'm doing technology, all kind of little stuff, man. You know, so it'll be lots of little things. You may even be interfacing with some stuff of mine and not even really know it. You know what I mean? And I like it that way. 427.com. It's number 4, TWO, number 7.com.